Everybody, it's Gil here with the sailing vessel Dream Chaser, and as you can see, I'm not on Dream Chaser, but this falls into the category of home, boat, RV. Doesn't matter where you're staying for any point in time. There's always something to be done, and today it's one of those days. Got a couple of things to fix. The girls came out last night and said, "Hey, our toilet won't flush," and the handle literally broke off. I've never seen the handle part break. I've seen a little strap break and everything else. But anyway, so we're gonna get that fixed, and I was taking the trash out yesterday and I noticed that right along the road one of our sprinkler heads was just sitting on its side. So I suppose it popped up and go all the way down, and either a car knocked it over or something like that as it was driving, or even the garbage truck. Not sure what it was, but either way the top of the sprinkler head's out, so got to replace that. Yep, that is the part that pops out of the ground. It's cracked right here, so I suppose it got close to the top, was sticking up, and then either the garbage truck or something, when it put the cam back down, probably hit it. But all right, so we'll pick up one of these. It looks like it's probably a 6-inch pop-up head, maybe 8 inches. Measure just to make sure. We'll go pick one of those up. Let me go dig the hole so I can make sure we get the same one. There's the culprit. Now we know what we need. Y'all know me well enough to know if I'm running out and I'm passing by a Starbucks, I'm stopping. Okay, so I've got my new Rainbird sprinkler head. I'm just going to take a look at this. This is one of these adjustable ones that can go from like 0 to 360 degrees, and I need 180 degree spray because it sits along the road and goes into the yard. And then also went ahead and got the new handle. And this must have been where they got the ones from the house before, because these all match. There's a white porcelain handle which matches all the knobs on the actual bathroom sinks. I also bought one of those little chains that go from the lever here on the back of the handle down to the flapper valve, because I'm sure if it's not broken, I will break it while I'm doing this. So $2.50 well spent. Saved me the trip back. All right, so before we get started, there's two ways most of these sprinkler heads attach. One is the hose actually goes into the bottom of it, the connection. The other is it can go in the side. The way mine's set up is there's actual PVC plumbing all throughout under the ground, and then there's a small sort of flexible hose that goes up to this. It just saves you from having to bury all the lines quite as deep. So I'm just going to remove the plug that sits in the side of this, and we're going to put it into the bottom of it. And it's really that simple. The beauty of this is the lines and all were fine, so I don't have to replace any of the plumbing. I'll just screw the new fitting right into this this spot here. Just go ahead and tighten this down. I don't even use Teflon tape on these things, The whole purpose of this is to get water back into the ground, so if a few drips are coming out at the edge of it, frankly, I'm okay with it. Okay, let's go ahead and get this thing out in the ground now, and we'll bury it back in. There you go. Hello. How are you doing? Oh, this wasn't what I planned to start today.
No, Charlie, come on.
Then we always clean up our mess, even if it's in the street. All right, time to go on inside. Hopefully I got the right sprinkler zone. We'll turn it on, and then I'm gonna hope the camera's not in the wrong spot for the sprinklers. Of course, the camera was right in the way of the sprinkler, so I moved that, and let's go look at that sprinkler head and make sure it's adjusted.
It's time to start cleaning this guy out a little bit.
Well, that's the way work typically goes around here. You see, I finished the sprinkler head, and as I'm walking back, I thought, oh, look at a couple palm fronds on the ground around the Areca palms. I'll pick them up, pick those up, toss them out by the road, and then looked at it. I'm like, that thing is growing up big. I need to cut a few of the branches out of it. Areca palms grow from like a clump stump, right? They grow like a weed. And some of those tree trunks, I don't know if you saw them, they were as big around as my arm. It kind of looks like bamboo or sugarcane, but it's called an Areca palm. It grows so fast. But that thing was starting to look really sort of thick. A lot of times they're used as privacy screens, but we just have it as an accent piece in the front corner of the house. So I try to keep it trimmed down to somewhere under 10 canes or stalks, if you will. And you can see they go probably 15, 18 feet tall. They're higher than the roof. So anyway, looks pretty good. Well, finished with the outside stuff. I'm gonna take my toilet handle in and we'll go fix that toilet inside. All last night, the little one and Chastity would knock lightly on our bedroom door and then come in. I'm like, what are you doing? And then I gotta go to the bathroom. So definitely time to fix that. Well, it wasn't too bad. I finished up my work on the toilet, and wouldn't you know it, I was just walking through the garage to go put the tools away, and I dropped my dang Starbucks cup. It hit the ground on its side, rolled, and a couple little drops came up, but that was it. Right as I reached down to get it, the lid popped off, and the rest of it spilled. Oh well, that's what happens. Clean that up, and I think I want to do some work on the boat. Kind of hot outside, but I'd love to get the oil changed on that. So yeah, let me take a look at my Quartermaster app. If you haven't used this, it's a pretty cool app. It's called Quartermaster, and you can set up all your maintenance schedules for any of your boats, and it will give you a weekly update. Like I can assign tasks. If you actually had a crew, you can do it. So I could assign a task for Deb or me, and it will automatically email the weekly report of tasks that are due. Regular scheduled maintenance, or even things like having the bottom scrape. It's a great little reminder. So one of the really cool things about this app is you can load in multiple boats. So here, let me show this to you. So check this out, you can click in multiple boats. So we have Last Affair and Dream Chaser, we have the dinghy for Dream Chaser, and then we have the Stinkpot. So I can click right on the Stinkpot, and it brings up a diagram of the boat with the different systems that are on it. So I bring up my dashboard here. I can see my, my plans logbook and the engine. It's all I have in this one. But in the other boats, like if I go into Dream Chaser, you can see I have the entire layout of the boat, where the different items are, right? The captain's logbook, the win list, and if I click on any of those, it tells me any maintenance, I can track what I've done to it, and I can store all the manuals related to that particular item right then and there. So I have the generator and the engine on this, and I can look up all of my tasks that are due for this, right? So I can look at full service on the engine, set up your system schedule, right? You can do all of that. It is pretty neat. I just did the free trial for it, but I do think when I get the boat back here, I think I'm going to sign up for this. It's really a pretty cool app. Yeah, I think it's neat that you can do all of this stuff. So last affair, I have the the engine and the generator in that, and even the tender, listed the outboard right here. And when I go to that, I can see what my service schedules are. I can look at files that I have on it. I can add service logs. So anytime I do something, I can track it. Think about your logbook and how you write everything down. And nowadays, just everything is on your mobile. So yeah, pretty cool app. Anyway, I digress. Let's get out to the boat. I am going to go ahead and see what I need on that. I think I'm just going to need the oil filter and oil. And I don't remember on this one how much room I have below, so I might need to get sort of a modified pan to drain this. I don't recall the method of draining it on this boat.